SWARTHOS here, coming up on the 4th anniversary of the Black Triangle sighting, September 26, 2015, approximately 9:10 p.m. Black Triangle flew directly over my house. I had taken my dogs out to the backyard, and I saw coming from the northwest a bright light low in the sky moving slowly. And I took it to be a helicopter with its bright searchlight shining out in front of it. And I thought, oh, that helicopter's heading directly towards my house. And with that bright light, he's going to shine it right on me. So I stood out there as my dogs were relieving themselves, and I'm just kind of waiting for it to approach. As it made its approach, for it to get closer. Now, this was a full moon night, or just about, either a day behind or a day after a full moon, and it was a clear night. So I'm watching this bright light, which I at the time thought was a helicopter. And there's a lot of sheriff helicopters coming and going where I live. Figured that's just what it was. And when it got closer, I don't know, maybe, 500 yards away, 600 yards away, its searchlight, what I thought was a searchlight, the bright light in front, extinguished. And extinguished in an unusual fashion, I might add. It was as if something closed around it, or it had retracted into something, because the light went out like from its left side to the right side of the light. That's how it went out. It didn't just go out all at once. It transitioned from one side to the other, from being on to off. And it's when it extinguished fully, and the full moon was shining on it, is when I could see that this was a black triangle. And it no sooner the light extinguished than it accelerated directly overhead. This shot off continued into the southeasterly direction. And no sound, no signs of propulsion, no like afterburners or anything like that. It did, however, have a shimmer around it. It was an elongated black triangle with no visible panels or doors or anything. But I wasn't that close to it, but I was pretty close. And I would estimate this thing was about the size of a 737 jet aircraft. And like I said, the amazing thing about it was the fact that it was just a big elongated triangle. It had no sound. And it really took off fast. It accelerated as fast as you can point to the left horizon and move your arm in an arc across overhead. As fast as you can do that to the right horizon is how fast this thing took off. And like I said, it had a shimmering effect around it. It wasn't like a real sharp image that I could see, but it's like how something appears when it's underwater. It's a little bit blurred. The object that's kind of under, like at the bottom of a swimming pool, and you look at it down there, and it's because you're looking through the water at the object. This was kind of like that effect. It had that kind of quality to it, And I got excited, and I ran from the backyard out to the front to try to, see if I could see where it went or anything. I couldn't. It was gone. No sound. And that was about 10 after 9. I stayed out there for a couple hours until my neck started to hurt from looking up at the sky waiting to see more, and I didn't. And I went to bed, and then around 12:30, my dogs wanted to go outside again, which was kind of unusual, but not totally out of the ordinary. So I took them out there again, and I look up, and this time directly to the north, I saw a bright white light again. It looked to be three of them sitting up there. And I no sooner did my attention turn to that than it went through the same routine again, only heading directly south, and right over the top of me. Directly over the top of me. The light went out, and then it accelerated right over me, and I really concentrated and looked so that I could take in as much as I could, knowing that, these chances, these opportunities don't come but maybe once in a lifetime. And here I was the second time, so I really attempted to absorb what I was seeing. And honestly, I didn't notice anything more or less than what I saw the first time, when it took me totally off guard. Just a elongated black triangle, accelerating extremely quickly and looking like it was like underwater. That's the best way I can describe it. And I said I saw three of them, but my attention was on this one that was going directly over me, and I looked after it had gone overhead and disappeared again with no sound, no visible signs of exhaust or any propulsion or anything like that. Those other two lights were gone. I assume they shot off in some other direction, or I don't know. So I've seen them. I hate to give a report like this and base it on some kind of feeling, gut feeling, but my gut feeling was, when I saw this, that I was looking at something of human manufacture, but of an extremely high level of secrecy, obviously. I just got the gut feeling that it was one of ours. But the question comes to mind, if it's one of ours, how did we come by this technology? We very well could have invented this. I've read things online where people have postulated how they think this stuff would work, and with a nation spending trillions of dollars on secret programs, certainly they could come up with it. So perhaps we have come up with this technology. Which then begs the question that I have, is why can't we have some form of that put into our society for the citizens to use in some way? Because I don't know what kind of applications we're talking about, but it just seems that this mode of travel would be fast. I would think that something with that type of speed and just the performance could get us to the moon and back in hours instead of days. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this. As this anniversary approaches, I'll probably talk about it again. SWARTHOS out.